Welcome to World Sports News with Ernie. Behind the desk is the co host, Ernie. On top of the desk is his faithful companion. He calls him the Rubber Ducky. We, on Sports News Review, call him Felix. Alrighty, Ernie. It's been a week since our last edition of World Sports News with Ernie on the Sports News Review YouTube channel. And we are going to once again start with the AFL, the Australian Football League for Women's, the AFLW, and which started at August the 30th, now currently in week 9 of 10, and their grand final is December the 1st. Okay, I hope I got all that information correct, but now we'll go to the possibility of what matches I can see, and let's see. I did watch a game. Let's see, which game did I watch? Collingwood and yeah, it might have been this one. Collingwood at Adelaide, and that wasn't a really, it wasn't a showcase game because the Collingwood Football Club only had 13 points. So two overs or two unders? Either way, it's two of those to get 12 and only one pointer. I forget what it's called now, right at this moment. And then the other, the Adelaide Crows, 56. I mean, it was. I watched the whole thing. I mean, it was like, not a good showcase game for folks to, like for me, I was okay with it. I think because I realized the situation. I was kind of busy doing the script for World was it not World Sports News? I was doing the script for NFL News with Sylvester, Ernie. And the thing is, Ernie, we do the free flow on this show because I really don't get this. Like, it's hard for me to get all these programs. All you can do is just rely on whatever the cable sends out over. And now let's see, like the 56, yeah, it was the Collingwood Football Club 13 and Adelaide Crows 56. 8 and 8, so you're looking at 8 times 6, and then, oh, okay, I'm going to be tired. Okay, 40, okay, 40. Oh, okay, that's okay. Oh my gosh, I'm just tired already, and then, oh gosh. I just can't believe how tired I am, right? Okay, let's see. Okay, so I just remember now. I'm thinking, okay, it's 8 times 6, 48, and then add the other 8. That gets that score of 56. 8 singles. So 8 of them went through the middle. One of them I seen where it just rolled in. It kind of like was kicked because it is kind of like football soccer kind of deal, or yeah, it's a hybrid of a lot of rules that kind of morphed into its own game of Australian rules football. And so yeah, that was not a very good showcase game. And what I'm gonna do now is, okay, so that's the game I seen. Okay, so now what I should do is hopefully I should have I'm gonna have two tabs going, Ernie. Because what I'm gonna do is, okay, so I'm going to, okay, let's see. Yeah, I got like just too many things looking here, looking there. Okay, so okay, so there's the matches. Okay, one's gonna have the standings, and the other one I could go back and forth. This is a good tablet I'm using now. Ernie's got. Okay, so we look at the standings. Okay, so it's supposed to be the top 8. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Okay, so Essendon is now. I can't remember last week offhand. Like, oh, they're St. Kalida. They must have lost. Okay, so Okay, so a lot of things happened. I think there's a lot of changes. I don't. Okay, let's see. There's just one game left. Okay, and no, two games left. I should say. This is week 9. I made a mistake there. Two games. No, week 9. Played 9. Okay, yeah. And we're in matches. Let's see, final. Week 8. No. We need week 6. Okay, we going that way. Week 10 of 10. Okay, that's not it. Okay, here it is. Yeah, we're in week 9. Okay, so we got Hawthorne and Melbourne tomorrow. That's at 4:45 a.m. Okay, that's not a chance for me to watch. I can't watch. I don't know about that. Then Friday at 4:45 a.m. It's the Adelaide Crows. They play again? Oh, they play so far. Oh, they played Sunday. Okay, Adelaide Crows, North Melbourne. I thought maybe they played. I forgot that the game was Sunday. I taped it, so I watched it another day. Yeah, I didn't. I just taped it because in case I couldn't watch it live. Okay, so and then here's a good chance for me to be able to watch the GWS Giants and Fremantle. Okay, that's at 11:05 p.m. on Friday. The only thing I'm just thinking is it any part? But here's 10:05. The Western Bulldogs and St. Clyde. Now I gotta look at the standings. I'm gonna have to look at the stand. Okay, this the. Okay, so I got the. Gotta get to the other one. Okay. Oh, I have them both on. Okay, I got both on the same. What I gotta do is now go to standings. Okay. Alright. And let's see. St. Cloud with the Geelong Cat. There's the Western Bulldogs. They don't have any. They got like no chance. There's no way. Points. Okay, 4 points for a win. There's only 2 opportunities now. So 2 opportunities to score 8 points. And even 8 points, that'd make it 20. And you know what? They're not. Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, but then Port Adelaide would have to. Okay, so if Port Adelaide, all they have to do is draw and win another one. But like a team like right now, it's the Western Bulldogs. You even got Carlton. I mean, okay. Well, Sydney, it looks like with 8 points. Okay, 8-16. There's no way. Okay, Sydney, GS. See there. Oh, there's the GWS Giants and 6 points. Ernie, there. Okay, so this game. Yeah. Okay, so this one's just for me to watch in Fremantle. Okay, now I'm looking at the. Okay, so that's the game as a possibility. The GWS Giants Fremantle Friday, October 25th. 11:05 p.m. and that's our time, 11:05 p.m. and that'll be live. But the only problem is, I'm just saying, Ernie, that if somebody goes, "Oh, I'm gonna watch my first," I'm gonna watch my first AFL women's match, and the problem is these two teams don't really have it. GWS Giants. I have it. Yeah, there's no way they can catch up. I'll look at the match standings again, but and then Fremantle. So what I gotta remember is the Fremantle. Okay, so the Fremantle. Why do I always mix this up? Okay, I want you to say. Oh, so Fremantle is 24 points, and they're in 6th. So then, you know what? It's kind of a game where they don't want to lose. So I'll go back to the other one where it should be matches. Why do they both do the same thing? Oh no, they don't. Okay, they don't do. They do not do the same thing. Okay, got it. Fremantle. Okay, look up. Now we're gonna see where Fremantle is. So Fremantle is. Ooh, this is a good game. maybe I. This is actually a good game. Fremantle and is it Fremantle and Port Adelaide? Was that correct? No, GWS Giants and Fremantle. The GWS Giants and Fremantle. The Fremantle is 24 points, and the GWS Giants. There it is the GW. Yeah, you know what? They're gonna play their A game. The Fremantle is gonna play their A game because they're in sixth place, Ernie. Fremantle's in sixth place. The top 8 teams will make it to the next round, and right now the cutoff at this moment is Essendon. They're the 8th place team, and Fremantle is in the 6th place. And Essendon's got 20. You get 4 points for a win. So they could, with Essendon wins, they get 24. They would tie Fremantle now if Fremantle loses. Now, Port Adelaide, the 20 points. Yeah, see, you look at it, GWS Giants. All it could do is just make it rough for the Fremantle, just to kind of like win the game, and I don't know. It's an incentive to win the game, I guess. I don't know how much they're going to be into this game, and it's like I said, it could be like it's so important for Fremantle, which it's not for the GWS Giants. They're more like just okay. Who's going to be on the team next year? And it's human nature is the way it is, Ernie. And it's like maybe some like they don't try as hard because they're like, you know what, it just make it look like they're trying their best, and the action's fast and furious, and they're hoping that, you know what, they need me on this team next season, and if they're a starter, they go, they need me on this team, and why should I injure myself? Or you still have one more game to go too. It's tough to be a professional any sport when the incentive is only money at the moment, because there's really, like, they've played a lot of the games. It's not easy to play this game. It could probably take a lot out of a person to play this game, because I have never played Australian rules football. Of course, that's pretty obvious that I've never played it. I would be constantly saying, "Oh, I remember playing. I've had fun," and I've never even like attempted. I've never even held one of those Australian rules football kind of balls, like the way it's shaped like a football. It's a rugby football kind of deal, and I probably would have loved to try to kick it. It looks like it's a lot easier to kick than a NFL or even a CFL football, because I think it's a little bit. It's more shaped longer. It's made for kicking more than to throw. Let's see. But I forget. You can punch it forward. Can you lateral it? Like, no, you gotta kick it. Either kick it forward or punch it forward, as they say, with a closed fist, underhand, just to get it moving. So the ball's in the air, and it makes it so the other team can kind of tackle the ball down, and it's not just a run. You can only run for so long. You have to punch it in the air, and then catch it again, and to pass to another teammate, it needs to be kicked. Now, when it goes on the ground, it's anyone's ball to try to retrieve it, and then but if a player catches it while it's in the air, then when they go down and they catch it, when they go down, they get the whistle, and then they get a free chance to to kick the ball forward. and that's a lot of practice involved with just kicking it. Of course, and what happens in practice, it looks so smooth. I imagine like watching these practices, they look so smooth, but when it comes to the game, then it's like, oh, that's a whole different ball game for sure. When they practice and the actual game, then that becomes really hard to do all this, and you've been practicing it, but so many things happen during the game. It's so many variables, and so yeah, that so just okay. So what else am I looking at here? Is the okay? I should go back to the matches here because uh, I definitely will watch it. I mean, Friday. Okay, so then, but there's another chance I got, and it says Saturday. What was it? Saturday at 10:05. Oh, this is a good chance. Yeah, the Western Bulldogs and St. Callida. Okay, now Western Bulldogs, St. Callida. Now I gotta go back to the standings. And St. Callida is in 10th with 16 points. So the win could get them 20. And the Western Bulldogs with 12. You know, there's like the slimmest chance for the Western Bulldogs. If they win this game, they're at 60. But there's like they just gotta hope for Western Bulldogs have to win this game, and then win the next game, and they're gonna need help. And I can't, I'm not. If I had the schedule in front of me, like on one board, the screen or something, and this, like I don't have to switch back. I could just look at the tables much quicker and just be able to like the way I'm doing now is like on the fly, as they say, just to kind of figure out how teams are going to be able to make it to the next round. And like this is like if you stuff this is I'm having so much trouble expressing my thought, Ernie, because if a person like me has some kind of staff, I could have done this show at a table, like a round table, and like they already have the script for me to read, and it would be like a lot fun because everything would be so quick, like the chances of a team making the next round, and what games are very crucial. And yeah, see, it's one of the things that's still amazing is there is a lot of variables that teams cannot afford a loss right now, even if they're in the play. It's they don't want to lose home field status too. So imagine number one. If you're number one, you home field advantage all the way. So that's a good chance to watch that game. Now, let's see. Oh, this one, the West Coast and Geelong Cats. There's probably yikes. The 3:05 a.m. Saturday, and I don't really see anything that like stands out for me. Going, oh, Geelong Cats. I don't think they have any chance. West Coast and Geelong Cats. Okay, West Coast Geelong Cats. West Coast and Geelong Cats. Geelong Cats is 12, 14 points. Strange things can happen, but that's because the Geelong Cats have 14 points, and the other team was West Coast at 60. Like, one of them, whoever wins, is this the one? Because they're like 11 and 12. Is it the West Coast and Geelong Cats? Let me look at it again, if that's correct. I forgot where's the game again? 9. West Coast and Geelong Cats. And okay, now what's really funny right now is this is a big game for a dream to the next round because West Coast is in 11th place, 9 games played. Okay, they got 16 points. The Geelong Cats, 12th place with 14 points. Now, yeah, it's they both, 20 24. Okay, so they get 24 points. The West Coast can get 24 points, 2 wins. But yes, this is a really Ernie. This is a really good game for the week 10 setup where one of these two teams, if they draw, it's probably not gonna help. They need the 4 points. They need the 4 points. They cannot, because they need to go over that 20-point mark to, because who knows, other teams can draw, and that would be the case, but they gave her their best chance. They gave her their best chance if both teams. I'm saying, even if one team the winner of this game, and the next game in week 10, even if they win the next game, and so they're over 20, but 20 points. But once again, Ernie, it's gonna really determine on who can make the next round. Is all those teams that are so close together and who wins. And it happens where it's, like one game in the regular season, could have, should have kind of deal, and you got to just get over it. But next week, Ernie, next Wednesday, it's going to be so exciting. We should have let's see, next Wednesday we should have it. I'm gonna look at the matches here. We should have it all set up. Okay, so week 9, and then I'm gonna look at week 10. Okay, week 10. Last game will be Sunday, November the 3rd. Okay, Sunday, November the 3rd is the last game. So we're looking. Okay, just to check the calendar. So, okay, not the calculator, the calendar. Okay, calendar. Okay, so we're looking. Okay, so next, we have one more edition to do. Oh yeah, because we are kind of like the strange, kind of just a little behind the schedule for that, because right now we're okay. So we're going to be doing this one, but next Wednesday will be the 30th, and we will have our matchups and possibilities. This time, Ernie, I know what you're saying, Ernie. If, do your homework first. And yes, I should do my homework first. Have it ready where all the playoff possibilities for each team that plays in week 10. And, we'll see. Of course, which game able to watch, depending on who shows. So, yeah, on our 30th show, it won't be till November the 6th. Okay, so November 6th show on Wednesday with the sports news. I'm sorry, World Sports News with Ernie on Wednesday, November the 6th show. We'll have the round 2 matches, and who's going to go into round 2, and then after that it's going to be just one of those deals, Ernie, that December the 1st is, and that'll be a Saturday night. Hopefully Hopefully, the game is Saturday night on our time, November the 30th, Saturday night, November the 30th, the grand final. And then, of course, Sports News Review is going to do the live stream of the grand final game. Okay, because it's just like last season where it, that was a lot of fun, and we'll possibly we'll just get B. You know what, B. Ernie, I know what you're saying. Can you ask B Buddy to, and you know what, and if Felix is around, and yeah, Felix, if you stick around, he can go on the live stream. Felix has never been on a live stream, and that'll be, you know what, Felix, you should go on that one. Um, December the 1st, because you haven't been on a live stream, and I'm just looking. Felix is just kind of looking at me right now. I'm like, yeah, I'll think about it. But I do like to be on a live. He's like, yeah, I do like to be on a live stream. I've never. Felix is, yeah, Felix has never been on a live stream. Ernie, I've never. Ernie, you've never been on a live stream, also. I mean, well, because you do this World Sports News thing, and then you still, you have to go down to a certain street, named after a bun, and the seeds they put on it. I think it's the sesame seed they put on that bun, and it's on the street. I'm talking weird on purpose, just because Ernie. You got to put the visuals together, and then like you get the picture. You still I don't know how much you do on that your full time, your previous full time. I don't know. I mean well, anyways, but I know you're going to be December the 1st. I know you're going to go. You're in New York City. You got prior engagements. Yeah, so we'll get B Buddy, and if Felix doesn't come with you this time, and Felix will be on the live stream for that grand final. Alrighty, Felix. Hey, come on. Let's hope that. I'm hoping that you want to come on the live stream rather than go to New York City again. Well, I understand. It's a young duck who just wants to check out the big city. What bright lights, big city for the duck. Yeah, I mean Felix Duck, and Ernie's like, sure, he lets them tag along. They get on that plane, and they have their own limo service. I don't even have to drive into the airport. He's got his own limo service, and when he gets to New York, he's got a limo waiting for him, and off to do those events, whatever, out and about, and you got to do those special events, Alrighty, so we'll see on that, and we'll segue to another sport. I just can't wait to next week to get week 10, but we'll segue now into the next sporting event, which on Sports News Review is the type that we follow, and it looks sailing in Spain in the America's Cup, August to October 21st, and it was in Barcelona, Spain. And we can now get go onto the tablet. What I can do is let's make sure to take off a lot of things. Now, close this tab here, put it on the home page, and here it is. Okay, America's Cup. Okay, what's going on? Okay, let's see. Let's just go through the actual web page itself, America's Cup, and because we'll see what results they had. Okay, so we have a winner. Okay, everything is okay. Everything's finalized, and I didn't get to see any of this. I would have liked to have seen it, and And wow, what a big team. Okay, so now let's see the Louis Vuitton, and it's the exciting was round 9, and the Emirates team New Zealand, and they won the Louis Vuitton 37th America's Cup match. Now, so the next, my guesstimate is that the next uh, America's Cup is going to be in Emirates, the Emirates team New Zealand. So it might be in New Zealand. Um, I guess in New Zealand because there's going to a chance for a really good course out there in the New Zealand area, and and I'm hoping, Ernie, that it's going to be in like a January or February or March of not this not this one coming up, but the next year schedule, like that would be perfect for because for the American market, that's I'm talking like United States of America, to it's their own cup too, and to, like for them to get the interest back, they need to be able to see it on the television at a convenient time, and being that New Zealand it's the next day, like we're talking 17 hours or 18 hours ahead, and most likely it's the next day, and if they could just get it scheduled to start at a 9 o'clock p.m. in the U.S. of A., and I'm talking Eastern Standard Time, to get it start. Like if they could do it for like they can do their race on the Sunday, and I guess whatever time, I don't know, Sunday morning. You know what? Even if it's 8 o'clock, it'd be and then the interest to get, like, to get the American pride interest into the America's Cup, to bring it back to the United States of America, and I'm just saying, like, so because it's gonna be like the Emirates and New Zealand, so that was I'm talking like the 38th. Okay, so let me see. I'm gonna look it up just see if that would be a possibility. Okay, so let's see. So the 38th, the 38th America's Cup. It should be New Zealand, I guess. The fans were happy. Barcelona and teams were families enjoyed the long stay. So where could it be? Where is the third? Where it's still early. Okay, they just got 2024 again. Um, maybe it's gonna be tough. Maybe I guess. Let's see. Okay, I put 2025 America's Cup. Let's see. That's the 37th. Okay, so is it every 4 years? Oh, the America's Cup is the old trophy and still competed. Oh, Ernie. Okay, it's gonna be 4 years away. Oh, I didn't know that. I forgot when it's the 37th annual. Why is the math? I couldn't figure out the math, Ernie. The simple math, Ernie. It's 37th annual, so every 4 years, and like that's the oldest competition. So I'm gonna. My guesstimate is that, Ernie, if the team Emirates New Zealand won the America's Cup in 3 years, it's probably, my guesstimate is that it could be New Zealand. And I mean, they're the ones that I don't know how they're going to work this out. But my thing is that if you should put, yeah, I mean, I would put it in New Zealand, and 4 years it could be. Let's see, yeah, 4 years now. Wow, that I just 2028. They should try to make it for December. Or let's see. Well, like just oh my gosh. The thing is, right now, the in the United States of America, the baseball. This is like really bad timing for sporting events if you want to get the eyeballs on like the U.S. of A. Like besides the really diehard sailing fans, if you want the casual viewer to look at the sport of sailing, my thing is that they have to put it at a convenient time and not when things like World Series, NBA starts. Well, NFL is a given. We obviously have to work around the NFL, and December is could be Saturday's a bad month for Saturday and Sundays could be at the end of December. That's when the college football is winding down. The NFL takes over on the Saturdays, and that's a tough one. I mean, but like if it starts at 10 p.m., you can get yeah, you can get people to kind of tune in. Well, the thing is that there's the football on Saturday nights, probably the NFL, and well, that's I don't know. Well, they'll work it all out. It's their show. They'll figure it out. They got it all figured out in the head, and of course, like if the team, so like if the team Emirates lost, and they would have been. What's the other one? I guess it's the other one. That's the thing. I don't feel like looking up all these rules, and so yeah. So the team Emirates, and of course, I'm not sure how they Ineos, Ineos Britannia. Uh, I guess Ineos Britannia must be some. But here's the standings for that. I don't know what happened. Like, was there more? 350 strong paddock Catalina fleet concludes an historic weekend of racing in Barcelona. I'm not sure. Cattle fleet. Okay, that's all these people that came out with all their boats. Okay. Um, okay, so if it was the Britannia, I'm not sure. Like, where would they want to be holding this event? They could do it in the Virgin Islands, as they say. Like they technically could go into the Virgin Islands, near the coast of Florida, and I think that's correct if it's near the coast of Florida. Um, like they would have had options there. They didn't, to this late in the year, and yeah, they work around if there's any chance of any hurricanes coming through. Uh, they would have worked around it and just canceled it, but. Well, hold it off. You know what I mean? They're not gonna, and they're gonna have to bring the boats out of the hurricane path, and they've got lots of time to, like, store the boats, somewhere else. But anyways, that's another issue altogether. That's just getting on. That's getting way too far for me. But that's if the Britannia could have won, and Emirates Team New Zealand. I don't. Yeah. Let's see. All results and standing. Let's see. Was there like more than just these two, or like I don't know. Like, are they just? Is that it? There's just the two. You know, I didn't know that. It's just the two. That was it. Just so they were always watching from. So when it was it started way back in August, and there was a lot of races between them, Ernie. It's a lot. I didn't expect that from the 12th to the 27th, and October the 12th. Yeah, see, that's the only two teams. That was it. The Ineos Britannia and the Emirates Team New Zealand. So I didn't realize that, Ernie. That actually, there's just only those two. That was it. Then, yeah, you know what? I think I'm starting to realize it's all coming back to me. Like it's not like the Sail GP series. I kind of understand the Sail GP series because they're not going for these old. They could structure their series to the modern world and how we in the modern world want to see a tournament of more than just two boats racing. We wanted to see a lot of boats racing. Like that's me, anyways. I wanted to see them all racing, and and going for uh, the finals. The best boats go for the final. I think it was three of them or something like that. And I think they should just go to two boats only in the final. But anyways, but so this one's I'm not gonna like get into looking trying to find the info on who, but it was from August to October. I'm not sure what they did in August and August September, and I don't want to look up too much. That's all the information I should be looking up previous to starting the show, and I knew it could be like this when I started World Sports News with Ernie, and like to do a free flow, and I'm amazed because it's like 42 minutes, and I need to trim it down to at least an hour because then it gets too long. It's hard to load up, and I gotta it gets an hour is a good okay. So well, we covered two in 42 minutes. We only covered two events, Ernie, but we're gonna pause. I think you can see where I'm gonna pause, and then I'm gonna switch out the boards, and we'll put our last board up with the three events. So there's three events on that board we'll cover, and I'll hit the pause right now. And Ernie and I will, and Felix, we'll be taking a break, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, Ernie, back from that break here. We had a nice, good break, Ernie. And Felix too. We all had a good break, and now we're back, and we're gonna be doing. And we changed the board. Well, Ernie's the presenter. I changed the board, and Ernie's reaching down. It looks like he's reaching under the desk to press a button. Is there something we don't know, Ernie? Eject button for us, for me. I mean, like you're gonna eject me. No, Ernie's just totally non-violent. I'm just kidding around. He never. He presses that button for maybe surprise to get some like treats for Felix after the show. Okay, we have we go on part of the World Surfing League tournament, and it's the surfing, and it's in Brazil. And it's officially I only put the Corona Pro October the 12th to the 20th because you can't. It's hard to fit it all, like what city it's in Brazil, and the actual name. It would just take up too much of the board. I used two boards and I got two of them are blank. I could. It would just be too. Yeah, it would just be too long. Right? It's just like it's good. It's pretty well. Just a bullet point where I could see and look up. Because it takes long. It takes a long time just to put these boards together. And Ernie, I'm just gonna put them away tonight. I'm not gonna start picking up the individual pieces and putting them in their pill bottles like the TR. Was it RSTLNW is one pill bottle. The lower consonants from A to before lower consonants from B, not A. A is the vowels. Then I got one for the vowels, the lower consonants, and then the higher consonants I know from M to Z, and then the O's I get with the numbers. I put all the O's and the numbers together in the pill bottle. Yeah, so they're all in pill. So I'm just gonna put these back in the box and then just put them away like this. Like put it back in its box. I had to really duct tape the boxes together, like the old ones. They start falling apart after a while. They were only intended for packaging. Now, yeah, these are like if anybody wants to get into this idea of like doing their own what they call it, podcast, or it's like, well, you need a studio, and it's best to have a studio. And I didn't like I said, Ernie, we didn't have a I didn't have a what's this we I mean, well, when you joined it was later, and my first announcement with World Sports no, Sports News Review is happy to announce that we have just hired Ernie to do World Sports News with Ernie. And, and that's when I had the board. I had a board, okay, and I think I was still using a laptop camera, and still using a laptop camera, and possibly I got the microphone by then. I don't remember, which now I'm kind of storing away, and I use it as a prop, but it's like it's an actual microphone that works. And it was $20. It works really well, Ernie. But I don't have this. This came along, of course, the camera with the microphone, camera with two built-in microphones. It's on a stand. Like no, it's like a miniature studio right now. Like where, and like I'm gonna figure out. I'm gonna go back to those dollar stores, Ernie, and figure out a good background for them. Keep like. This background here. Yeah, they don't have. I go back to the stores like that, and I can't find these blankets anymore. And I would like to find like some other kind of colors, something to put for the other shows. But this one is definitely made for Ernie, like in the sense that like I wouldn't even be able to find one that matched better than this for Ernie, the World Sports News. Just the back of the studio wall, it is just perfect for it. But like for the all the other ones, like the footballs, and I just haven't gotten around. And then you got the rug on the floor, which is really a towel, and like this was another one of those like this towel looks like a rug you would find at a public place. It's the idea is a lot of stuff here is a lot of traffic on the rug, so you look up. That's what the whole idea is. It looks comfy, you know what I mean? It looks like a rug. It's you can, and of course making this desk with just taping it together with on a box like and I forgot how I cut these. I don't really have that many tools, so these are all cut pieces of this kind of board I bought at the I didn't even know what I was going to do with it. I wasn't even planning on making this type of desk. I didn't even know. I'm not even sure. Oh yes, I bought those pieces to strengthen the floor. Like you wouldn't believe how the setup is for this, and Ernie was just by chance, it was like, oh, these are not big enough to strengthen the floor. And I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do with these pieces? And then it's like, oh, I might as well make a desk for Ernie. So Ernie's got his own desk, which, you know, like most studios, you're gonna pull out the desk, or you might as well put in a desk that Ernie like. And yeah, it was kind of like you were. I remember you were sharing that desk with Sylvester, and it was like, Sylvester only put up with it for so long, and he really was like, you gonna give me my own desk? So I was like, you know what, that orange desk is perfect, Sylvester. And like I said, I had these pieces, and I'm like, well, make it, like I said, I make a desk for Ernie, and it came out perfect for what I needed it for. And um, yeah, so uh, I'm just looking at the setup now. I'm like, yeah, it's nice, So, well, another thing, Ernie, is I I had a chance to put up the words, but I see it. I you know when it comes to sports and Brazil, you know what's it gonna soccer is gonna be numero uno, which they of course they call football, and it's just you don't get a chance to put the words Brazil for world in our world of world sports news with Ernie. Our world is like we're not gonna do we're not gonna do soccer. It's just no way. It's just too. It's just there would be much more informative sites to go to get your Brazilian soccer than come to World Sports News with Ernie. It'd be I wouldn't I just wouldn't be into it, Ernie. I just no. And it's just the way it is. We're not in Brazil, and we're or else if we were Brazilians, we would have our own studio with soccer. And maybe I would have been like, you know what? Let's do some other sports besides soccer. Maybe I would have a. I don't know, Ernie. It's just the circumstances of the world, like how everything came together from the start of this, YouTube channel, and how I got to this point where I got the studio with four different studios, kind of, and I mean the need to do four different backgrounds, and I still need to get three more. One for Sylvester, one for Coach Coyote. I'm thinking Coach. I was thinking of like just brown like background, like just the old the boards, but it's not gonna come out warm. Like I need to find these nice humongous blankets, but not too big, and be able to just like put it on the board here real quickly, and if it's a blanket, it just has this warm look to it for the camera. Like it's hard to explain, Ernie, but like if I just put a board, like an actual paper 4x4, and even if I cut it out the size and hang, so it can hang it on to the slide it in and out. We need it. Like, it's just not warm. It's just paper. It doesn't really jive. So yeah, it needs to be a nice warm, like you just feel like this. The way my back of my hand is, just in the side of my hand is like, it just feels nice. Like it feels nice. Now, if it was just a paper, the look would just be too glossy. And, yeah, it's that's why it's so tough for me to find these backgrounds. And like I said, this is like really old. This blanket is from 2000 and what is it? At least 2007, 8. like 2007 and 8, something like that. I bought these blankets to cover up some kind of like electronic equipment. That's all it was for. It was just the dust for old electronic equipment I had, and I was using these to cover them up, and because they're out in the open, I was using them, and then I was like, they've been stored away forever, and then that's I just when we first started, Ernie, remember it was the white behind us, the white board, and it was like, yeah, it's like that one is not warm at all. It's just no, the light just reflects right off of it, and it's not a warm feeling in that one too. But so we do have the surfing going on, and it was the Corona Pro. But let's see, I'm just gonna look. The actual name of it was the Corona Saquarema. Sascumarera Pro. So it was okay. So the area was in. Oh, I get. It was okay. So Sa Sakurara Sakurima Sakurima Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. I'm not familiar. Have like I when I see the words Rio de Janeiro, I can I understand where it's okay. It's gonna be on the coast, and um, but this must be like a suburb of Rio de Janeiro, where the actual event is being held. Which I'm having a lot of trouble saying the name of it because it's Portuguese. It's Saquar Saquarema. Maybe it's Saquarema, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and I think it's Brasilia in Portuguese. I have to put Brazil, and because we have to do English, and you just gotta keep it. We gotta keep it real here. Can't we're gonna look, like how do you say snooty, like we're above it all. If I was thinking that I could put Brasilia and get away with it, like I'm like no, oh try to be cute, But anyways, but let's see, uh, you know what else too, Ernie? You don't really get to use the Z. Here's another thing. The Z, you hardly get to use the Z on these boards. So for anyone, it's Brasilia with the SILA. But we get a chance to go to the Z. You understand? We really want to put the Z out there for once. We don't. This X is another one where X is really hard to get up on the board. But so it was okay. So this was an event that was from October the 12th to the 20th, and we have the men's and women's. Okay, so on the women's, it's Macy Callahan, and then on the men's, it's Marco Mignot, Mignot. So they win the Corona Sakurimera Pro 2025 CT roster set. See you at the Pipe Finals. Oh, daily post show. Oh, okay. So, see you at Pipe Finals daily. Okay, so I thought it meant like there's the finals that everybody's going to, but no, it's just it's a surfing show that. Okay, so, they're qualified for the 2025. Oh, I see. These challengers ready to take on 2025. Oh, okay. So I see. On the women, Sally Fitzgibbons, Australia. Bella Kenworthy, USA. Isabella Nichols, Australia. Aaron Brooks, Canada. And for France, it's Vahin Fiero Fierro Vahin Fierro. That's France. So that's like they already qualified something for 2025. But on the men's, there's like 8 of them. Starts with Samuel Pupo from Brazil. Ian Gouveia, that's Gouveia, Brazil. Alejo Muniz, Brazil. Miguel Pupo, Brazil. I wonder if they're related, Samuel and Miguel. Any chance? Okay, and then George Pitar, Australia. And there's also Marco Mignon. Okay, we already. Also, the Marco Mignon is from France. Okay, we just mentioned that name, didn't we? Did we not just mention that name? Yeah, Marco Mignon. Okay, so Marco Mignon is from France. Okay, Jovan, but is did she qualify for that? Let's see. Macy Callahan. Did I say that name? No, I didn't say that name. Maybe there's more. I'll look. Maybe I should go on there. Okay, maybe there's more women in just those. Okay. No, that's all they got. Okay, that's all they got. Okay. Okay, so that was a Marco Mignon, and then Joel Vaughan is from Australia. David Sliva, Brazil. Edgard Groggia, Groggia from Brazil. And what is? I'm having trouble with this one. It's not. I'm not sure. Is that just the date? Jackson Bunch, and can it be Hawaii? I'm not sure. Okay, so well, anyway, so they're going to be qualifying for something in 2025. That's very important so far. Okay, so this is something that I probably should keep it like one note on, and maybe like to like to know like what's going on with surfing, and that this might be very important. Okay, so I'm looking at the highlights and like all the surf, and once again, Ernie, it's really tough to get all this nice sporting events around the world and trying to get it on a north, this continent on the north side of, with the United States, Mexico, and Canada, and Central America, to like the cable packages. It's mainly U.S. and Canada. Like United States cable packages, you never know. There's a possibility that maybe the ESPN2s would have it, or something like that. But for surfing, it's like satellite is the way to go. For a satellite receiver is the perfect companion for World Sports News with Ernie. I'd be doing live streams of all that. I would be doing live streams of surfing. Like probably have to find some kind of dude. Like Ernie would be just wiped out. Like, because I would have the snooker, and so I'd have to take on more crew. Yeah, so the snooker is next. So we mentioned the winners, and we gonna keep an eye for this championship, and we'll just move on to the snooker. And now, Ernie, I said I wanted to put the words Northern Ireland, because when do you get that chance to put the words Northern Ireland on World Sports News with Ernie? Because we're not doing soccer. That would be like a feel-good story, maybe, that if you did soccer, that you can say maybe Northern Ireland qualified for something, as a nation. But what is Northern Ireland? It's going to be what, golf. We don't do golf. It's not an everyday kind. It's it just doesn't it doesn't blend well with words world sports news with Ernie and all the things we're trying to do and just trying to um I don't know. I just like when it comes to the surfing, Ernie, it's and the sailing. I mean, they just they're just going out. I I totally understand. It's not for the everyday person. To how are they going to be able to participate in the sailing? Well, in the surfing, that's and every anyone can at least give it a try and like someone that's 16 years of age. I mean, the surfing, wait, like there's something to look for, look out for that person, saying, hey, um, they'll be turning 18 in 2 years or a year and a half, or maybe they're 17 and they're going to be turning 18, and I can imagine they want at least 18 years old to go pro because you got to travel by yourself. And they want people to be able to travel by themselves real quick and on the go, and like this is their life now for the moment. Surfing is their life. They're gonna have to put their actual life on hold, and well, because it's gonna like how far can they stick with it with depending on how longevity of it, like how long they're good at it for as they turn after 18, like but it's they see, as I said, it could have seen promise on this player person, and so they're gonna have to, so my guesstimate is that they wait till they're 18, so I don't know, who knows, I never look up the surfing, and I'm sorry, I never look up who's on the surfing, but I'm gonna guess 18. At least try to be 18. I would if I was in charge of the World Surfing League. I'd be like, well, yeah, at least 18 years old is. It's not like we're Olympics here. And, oh, we're every 4 years. You're gonna miss out on the opportunity. No, that's every year. So every year there's a championship here and there. So there's plenty of time for them to, be that 18-year-old up and comer. And they're showing the crowd, and that beach is packed with spectators. Yeah, I'm just seeing the highlights. They did a quick drone shot of the crowd, and it's like what a beautiful turnout for this, and yeah, it could be a good turnout in the United States. What a beautiful turnout it is for, and it could be a beautiful turnout in the United States of America too. It just needs some tweaking here and there, and trying to find their niche market. And timing, in my opinion, is everything. To like go in the Januaries, the Februaries, the Marches, when there's no distractions of the NFL, and well, there's the NBA, but we are okay. But you can there could be NBA fans that go watch the surfing event. It's not like I said, but Major League Baseball has just started long season, so there's you can have right now they're in the World Series right now, and it's like you really don't want to Oh yeah, I'm on snooker. My brain's not snooker in Northern Ireland. Oh my gosh, Ernie, I'm not going to. I am not going to delete this. I don't have the power of editing, and I'm going to leave it for me to watch this, listen to it, and realize that I'm starting to meander. Like my thoughts are starting to like just drift. I didn't even. I'm on Snooker. Like Ernie. I totally okay. Let's just wrap this up because it's very long. My brain is just not working. This is too. I've been talking too long. My brain's not working properly. It's exhausted. Snooker.org. Okay, we're gonna go quick now because this is I'm not 100. Northern Ireland Open. There it is. Okay. Okay. So Northern Ireland Open. Okay. So we got it's from 20 to 27. Okay. So it's good. It's the bet. It's called officially called the Bet Victor Northern Ireland Open. It's at Waterfront Hall, and it's October the 23rd, 27th, 2024. Belfast in Northern Ireland. The previous champion was Judd Trump. Now I'm familiar. I'm familiar with his. Okay, so they got the final to be decided. Yeah, because we are the 20. Today we're still in the 23rd, and if I can get this loaded up, I could if I do this quick, get it loaded up, and then it'd still be on the 23rd. But I'm seeing that if I'm taking too long, it might end up loading into the next day. And okay, so either way, so next week we'll know who the winner is. Next week we'll have so this stays up. This is going to be gone. Like this will be all these letters will be taken off. Okay, and this is staying up. And the because they still have it's October 23rd, 27th, and we'll get more in depth in the sense of like the winner of the tournament is because I think if Judd Trump is there, he's probably the odds-on favorite. And once again, I don't have the satellite receiver to be able to just tune in to snooker and BBC Sport and possibly whatever, or it could whatever BBC whatever sport channel, and be able to watch the snooker. But I don't have it, and that. Like I said, is the perfect companion to try to do a show called World Sports News with Ernie. If anyone out there has a satellite dish, they could do World Sports News with blank or whatever, and you could be writing a script, and you probably have more energy than me. That's for sure. I gotta finish this. I gotta wrap this up, Ernie. I am totally exhausted, and I can't realize it now. I'm just totally exhausted, even though I'm just lying down here and not, trying to get as close as I can to the microphone. And okay, so we got the snooker. I'm gonna get onto that now. Next one, the 2024 African Table Tennis Championship. Okay, this will be removed because it already happened. And Ernie, I didn't even know. I just found it by trying to find sports. And I decided, Ernie, to go. Well, when there's the meeting, my own meeting, there's only me. One of these days should just, the world sports with Ernie, the round table. But you don't really care. You just let me do whatever. You say, hey man, I'll just be there for whatever sport you put out there because I trust that it's going to be as non-violent as possible. I mean, there is some violence at the AWFL for the Australian, but at least it's to promote women in sports. That's the goal of World Sports News with Ernie, is to also point out, and say, hey, there's this event that the women's AFL, so well, this one, I'm so disappointed in myself that I didn't find it earlier. Not like I would have been able to watch it. I mean, I would, like I said, Ernie, wow. I don't know if you could do that in today's world, the way the satellite dish is, and, be able to catch a African sports channel, because what's it going to be? Mostly South Africa, and will television studio station do the 2024 African Table Tennis Championship. Now let's look it up, and then we got our last in there, and it was earlier. I just should start to just okay. So you're gonna put okay. So I thought I had it. I thought I already had it already in here. Okay, 2024. Okay, so 2024. Oh yes, the African AFR I see. I see. African table tennis. African Table Tennis Championship 2024. There it is. Okay, so let's okay, so it's the 2024 ITTF African Championship tournaments. Oh, there's more than one. Oh, there's more than one. Okay, okay. Let's just go on this webpage. I'm really hoping that they want us to go on to this webpage and to draw to like showcase that it's in Ethiopian Sports Academy. Wow. Okay. Okay, so the schedule. This it should be okay. Yeah, it was October 12th to the 19th. So they wrapped this up already. It's been done. It was in Addis. It's Addis Addis I know I'm having trouble saying that, and I didn't get a chance to practice it. It's in Ethiopia, and ADDIS Ernie, I can't say the name. I'm too tired. I can't. My brain is just not working like when we first like started this program an hour and 17 minutes ago. I'm just not all there right now. I'm tired. The daily schedule, the reports. Okay, just the schedule, the general schedule. Okay, let's see. Like, who won? Let's see. The championship tournament. Event information. I'm gonna go to a different web page because this one's not. This one's not results. Let me give you the results. Okay, we got it. Okay, we got the gold and okay. 10 more rows. Wow, there's lots of okay. Medals table, medalists, medal table. Okay, let's go to the medalists. Okay. There's all kinds. Okay, we'll start with the women's team. And we'll just go with the gold only. Okay, just the gold and gold. Okay, right now. Okay, so the women's team, Egypt, and then I'm not going to say all their names. There's, I can't even. I'm just not able to pronounce these names right now. I'm just having too much trouble. But there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the team. So women's team, Egypt got gold. And then in the men's, it was Nigeria, and there's just no way I could say these names now. I'm just too tired. I'm not going to pronounce them properly. But on the men's team, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from Nigeria that won gold. Okay, so then there's the mixed doubles, and Egypt. It looks like that's the flag of Egypt. Yes, it is. Okay. So Egypt mixed doubles, okay. Then in the women's doubles, Egypt again, and then in the men's doubles, Nigeria. Wow. Okay. I see something there. Seems like Egypt and Nigeria really try to find their table tennis, like something to shoot for to get into the, you know, something like, you know, like to highlight the table tennis is maybe, to find players. Anyways, so here comes the singles. Now I'm going to mention. In the women's singles, okay, this one I'll try to say it because there's only one name to say. Okay, in the women's singles, see, I said did I say signals? Signals? Okay, singles. The women's singles, I'm having a lot of trouble. And there's just no way for a guy like me to be in charge of something like a big corporation. I wouldn't be able. By 2 o'clock in the afternoon, oh my God, oh my, how do you can't refer things to your subordinates every day. And you gotta, one meeting would kill me. I wouldn't be able to do it. Okay, the women's singles, Hannah Goda. It's Hana, and the surname is Goda. From Egypt. Okay, so that won she is the 2024 African table tennis champion for the women's single. And now in the men's single, your 2024 African table tennis champion on the men's single is from Egypt, and it's Omar Assar. It's Omar, Omar, and Assar, the surname, Assar. So I'm going to say Assar, Omar Assar. I hope I pronounced it correctly. Okay, so that was the gold. So those are the two, and that happened earlier. So, Ernie, how am I going to remember the 2025 Table Tennis Championship? And, like I said, it was the African table tennis champion. I was so stoked, Ernie, when I first seen it, going, yes, 2024 African table tennis championship. What a nice thing to put up on the board. But it already happened, and I'm like, hey, but we do this all the time. We always go back and say, hey, this we missed it. We do this a lot. And I go, what? We do it a lot. We say, hey, we missed the event earlier, but we got a chance to put table tennis, and there could have been chess. Like, remember in the African Cup, there was in the African Games, there was chess. That was amazing. That was cool and amazing. I would think that would. I even go for painting nowadays. Like, put painting up there. It's a sport themed paint. I guess, like they said, like the Olympics had painting. So it's not. I would say put it back. But like this was, like I said, like how many people out there knew that there was the 2024, like, already happened, but say a month ago from now, a month from here, like a month ago, how many people in the United States of America, in Canada, knew that there was the 2024 African Table Tennis Championship coming up in October. Oh my gosh, so it's September. Oh my gosh. Yes, I'm working on fumes right now. Like there's fumes, okay? I need to go to the I was going to charge up, but that's not fumes. That's for gasoline and diesel and alcohol kind of fuel cars that would be working on fumes in the car. But mine's like I'm like going into the red where it's saying, hey, you need to go charge up your vehicle for electric. That's the future. It's going to be like that. And just saying, Ernie, just like the world changing, and what I'm saying is that, like, I want to just I just want to be more cute instead of the old ways of saying, like, I'm on fumes and all that. But yeah, I really need to recharge, and that's more like it. I don't need any more. It's not like I need more fuel, like food and water to I'm not I'm not malnourished right now. I'm just uh, like Ernie. I'm actually like just like kind of. I got my hand. Like I'm resting my hand on my head and propping it up so it could get closer to the microphone. And I mean, I need to wrap this up. Okay, so with an exhausted host here and Ernie, still fresh, ready to go, and Felix, of course. Felix, I think what was like I found what I had him in 1993, I think it was. So Felix is, he's the youngest one of the. He's the youngest one of our sports news review crew that's in front of the camera, because he's younger than the Munchie brothers. And Ernie, you were first debuted in 1969 in television. So yeah, like we're yeah we're I was like I'm just I'm looking at Felix and I'm looking at the monitor and Felix is like smiling away and like the energy he's too like he just Ernie's smiling away going, are you hitting the button saying, I think he's hitting the button saying, just end it, end it. He's like, the red light's going on in the background for me saying, end it, end it, end it. You're literally gonna pass out and you're too tired. This is Ernie talking, saying, I'm too tired, I'm too tired, and I don't even know how to end the show because I'm so tired. And I'm thinking I haven't done enough. And it's a minute and 26, a minute, 1 hour, 26 minutes, 51 seconds. Ernie's saying, you got enough content. You got more than enough content. And Felix is like, yeah, man, like, just take it easy and end the show. And you're correct. Both of you are correct. Okay, let's end the show here. And it's been an hour and 27 minutes of me just rambling on and not realizing how long I've been rambling on, making myself more exhausted as I'm talking, and I'm having trouble continuing. So, at 1 hour, 27 minutes, and 37 seconds, I'm going to say that for. Oh my god. Ernie, I forgot. I almost called you Oscar, and then it was like crazy. I'm so tired. Okay, so for Ernie and Felix and I, all three of us are saying over and out.